Hi guys, welcome back to CG Productions. My name is Tom.
My name is Paul.
And we're here to play some Here's Negan, glamorously shown here. Here's Negan is a Walking Dead board game where nobody plays as Negan.
No, you just play as lieutenants, you go through and you've got to impress him, and if you don't impress him, you get a thump off Lucille.
Yeah, it's never good. So you've got to clear out Sanctuary and see if you can kind of keep him on side by the end of the game.
Get him his favour, yes.
Yeah, so we're going to be playing the intro mission and we'll talk you through the requirements for that. It's our first time recording it, so we'll try and get all the rules as best as we can. We'll see you in a sec.
Best as we can do, yeah.
Yeah, best as we can manage. And here we are then, Paul, with our training day missions. This is the first one of the scenarios.
Yep.
And essentially what we've got to do is we've got to clear a path for Negan when he turns up here, all the way through to the end to an exit point which is just in the corner here. And if we can get Negan to the end, we win. And essentially the victory condition for this, rather than usually being who's got the most survivors with the most health, is quite simply who's got the highest reputation. And they are seen as top dog in Negan's eyes. So, who are you taking for today then?
I have got Dwight and Tara. Dwight is more of a shooty range character. Tara's a combat machine.
Yeah, we've got a shooty and a stabby each, haven't we?
Yes.
So, Dwight...
I think you've got the shootier and the stabbier.
Oh, here we go, preambling. So Dwight has got relatively solid stats. Well, I'll put the cards on screen now just as we talk through. He's armed with a crossbow.
Yes,
So
he's armed with a crossbow
any noise.
for ranged attack, so that gives him an extra white for the shoot value, which is already an extra red for the shoot value, which is already at a white, and he's also armed with a knife.
He's quite quick as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got special rule stealthy, which means he can move 4 spaces instead of 3 when performing a move action, and in addition, he can re-roll the black dice if he causes noise, or to see whether he causes noise when he's running. So he's quite nifty, quite stealthy. Basically, I think if anyone's seen the TV series, Daryl Dixon's sort of based on Dwight from the comics.
Yeah.
But
Tara, on the other hand, doesn't like being hit.
Yeah, no. Tara, on the other hand, has definitely problems with people getting in a personal space. So she's got a white dice for a fight, she's got no shoot value, and she's got a blue dice for a defense. So she's a bit of a tank. She's got retaliatory strike. I have to read that and then say it. So each time Tara is the victim of attack and she has to roll a defense roll and she beats a walker's attack roll, she immediately performs a free fight attack against one adjacent walker.
So she's a really good Vanguard model. She runs in, gets hit, but then really hits people back.
Yeah. She's also armed with a combat knife, which gives her an extra red dice, but when performing a fight action with this weapon, she gets to make an attack roll against up to 2 adjacent walkers, and this is considered a single attack, so rolls 2 dice and takes out 2 walkers.
Big arcing swing.
Yeah.
So I've got John and Laura here. John is my big fighty man. He's got white dice for attack, red for shooting, white for defense. He's really good. He can kind of ignore bulky, so he can have 2 really heavy weapons and dual wield them. And he's got the ability that if he if he doubles a attack against a walker's defense, he insta-kills them, whether he rolls a headshot or not, which is really good, and he knocks people down really easily. He's got a trusty crowbar, which can open locked doors. We haven't got any to worry about for this scenario, but that's also very helpful. Whereas Laura, on the other hand, has got a rifle, which does make noise, but she's got a really, really useful ability with her blue dice to shoot and a white dice for that, so she's quite reliable. Her fight and defense are only red, and she's got a knife just in case she gets in combat, so she likes to be at range. She's got the ability resourceful, which means she can essentially do 2 actions, do an action twice, or she's got the ability to trade in a supply card to do something extra. So she can do an extra action, or she can gain a blue dice to one of her stats. So she's kind of a very versatile model. It's probably the best way to talk about it.
She's because the best way to describe it is probably a support model with the ability to do 2 activations. She could do 2 shots if needed. She could move twice.
She can get herself out of trouble. Essentially, she's got extra blue dice should she need it.
She could lower the threat if needed.
Now, as you can see here, Negan's just watching off camera. He'll be rocking up a little bit later and we'll explain what happens to him. He can either get very angry or be very supportive. Most of his cards are bad for us.
Yeah.
He's not impressed easily.
I think most of us are going to get a few little scratches off that barbed wire bat.
So, let's get on to it. Okay then, off we go then with our training day, Paul. And I think I'm going to start with Laura, who's going to make a gutsy move immediately. She's going to move to start with to here. She's going to open this door And that will mean we will have to see what's in our very first room. So I'm going to draw a room card. And we've got Dead Inside. It has 1 supply token. And, which will go, nya. And it's got red dice worth of walkers. So I'm going to roll a red die and see where it goes. You know what, I'm going to put the supply token here, because if I'm being clever, I might actually be able to get to it. That is a mighty, off camera, it took a massive roll, 1 walker that turns up. So he will be there. So I've still got my move, so that's 1, 2, 3. And what Laura is going to attempt to do is she is going to try and stab at this walker. So she's got a red dice base. She gets another one for her knife. Let's see how she does. She gets a headshot with 2.
And the walker gets 1 for his defense.
And that is a kill. So her rep will immediately go up by 1, which takes her to 1. As she sincerely pleases the Master Negan, who'll be turning up on the board shortly. And that's her. So over to you, mate.
Okay, so...
You got a sneaky secure you could do here.
Okay, so I was thinking, yeah. I am going to activate Dwight, who is a little bit quicker than Laura. He is stealthy, so he can move 4 spaces instead of 3 when performing a move action. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to attempt to secure that room.
So you've got to roll higher than the current secure rating on the threat tracker, which is 1.
And I get 2 white dice for that, because 2 people in the room.
Go for it. Yeah, you
Easy.
secure it. So you will gain a reputation equal to the security value.
Which is 1.
But I also gain a reputation because I helped.
You did.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
It does. And we've left both our shooty characters
At the back. That's kind of the plan though, isn't it? You kind of want to leave them there to be protected. However though, we're going to go with John next.
Okay.
Now I'm very aware that I don't want to get in Negan's way next turn because he gets very angry if you stand in his way and block him off. So I'm going to try and move.
Well, he only comes on this next
That's what I
turn.
mean. So I don't want to get in the way at the start by hanging back. So I'm going to immediately forge ahead. So John is going to move 1 to here. He's going to crack open this door. But he doesn't need to draw a room token because we've just got the corridor here at the moment. 2 to here. And then 3 to enter this room. Just so I put down another door token there. So I'm going to have to draw another room card to see what's in this beautiful place. And I've drawn... it's literally... 2 supply tokens. Good times. So let's put those down. I'm going to put 1 there and 1 there. And we have a blue and red's worth of walkers.
Uh-oh.
This is where it stacks up very quickly. 2 walkers. So let's put 1 on the supply here, on the supply on the secured token, and 1 adjacent. So I'm going to tactically put it behind and out the way. John's got another action available to him, but at the moment I'm happy with just his move. He's going to stand there and look pretty, I think.
And you've stood in the way, so I can't run through you.
Well, you can move through your own characters, you just can't end on the same spot.
That is fair enough. So
But you've only got to move off 3, so yeah, you would end in John's place, unless you want to stand behind with the lovely Tara.
I can run. Tara's pretty nifty in combat if need be, so I could run through and create noise possibly and draw a walker in. So I'll do that. I'm going to run. That's 4 spaces, isn't it?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so I'm going to run out 1.
Wait, a run is plus blue dice worth of spaces.
Plus, so at least 4. 5, even better. 1, 2, 3, basic, 4, 5.
Okay.
Stop adjacent to that wall.
So you have made some noise. So off camera, that will move the nearest shambling walker token towards as it hears it. I also believe it brings on another walker token on the nearest entry point up to our current threat level.
Okay.
So we will pop 1 here that rocks up, and I think it increases the threat by 1 as well. So I believe it puts us on 2.
Okay.
But you carry on with your action, I will double check that for you, my friend.
It will also cause this walker to move as well.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm now going to perform a fight action with Tara. She has a white dice basic, and she has a red for a combat knife.
I actually got all of that right there with noise. I'm quietly surprised by myself.
Well done. So, combat knife with Tara. So, this combat knife has a special rule as well, because she's quite nifty with it.
Yeah, she's really
so
good with
when performing a fight action with this weapon, make an attack roll against up to 2 adjacent walkers. This attack is considered a single attack. So, I'm effectively rolling once.
But each walker will need to roll a defense, yeah. So you roll your attack.
I will. And I've got 3 and a headshot.
You might kill both. So the first walker rolls a 1 and is killed. And the other walker rolls a 1 and is killed. So you gain 2 rep for that.
Whoop, whoop.
As both of these walkers are felled with confidence.
And that is everyone activated, yeah?
Yep, so that's the end of the survivor phase. So we'll now move on to the walker phase. Okay then, so we go on to the walker phase, and the first thing I need to do is to draw an event card. So I draw, what was that? Question mark.
Dum, dum.
Choose a survivor. The closest walker token to that survivor immediately moves 2 spaces towards it following the normal rules, stopping if revealed. This is in addition to any regular movement. If there are no walker tokens, we don't have to worry about that because there definitely is one. So I'm going to choose John because anyone else, it might as well be John. It makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move this 1 2 spaces, which will pop it there, which will immediately reveal it. So let's flip over and see what we've got. We've got white dice worth of walkers. So, a solitary walker. I can live with a solitary walker. Go on, you pop one down, mate. Will appear just there. So that's the first part. We don't need to do anything else with the event card. So any other walker tokens will move 1 space. This one's just going to skulk. I like the fact they could represent anything. So these could be blank, so it could just be like false noise and that. And then we immediately go on to moving walkers, but we don't need to because Ronnie Walker is right next to John. Mm-hmm. And then the walkers attack. So John is actually going to turn and face his assailant. I think that's probably important for this. So you've just got the 1 dice, and I've got my defense, which is going to be white. Yes.
So the walker's attack is nothing.
John
Defends.
Defends with a mighty 2. So
doesn't make a difference.
he is successful in that, and that's it. Nothing else needed there. So we will go on to Negan's phase, and this will be the one turn where Negan's phase is not too bad. Okay, then on to Negan's phase. This is probably the easiest one in the world because in turn 1, all he does is turn up.
Up here, yes.
So he is here, as you say. So he's popped on. I think you'd be quietly impressed with how we're doing so far, Paul.
I can't see why you wouldn't.
What could go wrong? So that's the end of the Negan phase. You don't need to draw any cards. He's just going to move this way in subsequent turns. So we go to the end phase, and all we need to do is add +1 to the threat tracker, bringing it up to 3, because so far our secure room total is less than our number of survivors, including Negan. So it'll go up each time until we've secured 5 rooms, which I think is all of them. So yeah, we'll go on to the next turn, and I'm going to pass on priority of activation to Paul.
My first activation of this next turn is going to be Dwight, and I'm going to try and put an arrow in the back of that walker's head.
Not to his knee.
Not to his knee, right in the head.
2016's calling for its memes back.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We're all very tentative now about like not getting in Negan's way because no one wants to be thumped by
because
Lucille.
he's mean. So basically, with Negan's activation, the line he's got to go is this way effectively. So I'm just going to stand out of his way.
It's all yours, boss. You're great. You're the best.
You go that way, buddy. Right, so I've got a white dice for my shoot basic and a red one because of my crossbow. Now it doesn't create noise.
The walker's got a red for its defense.
Yeah. So it's got a range of 2 to 6 spaces on it. So I've just got to hopefully get a headshot here.
That's
and I don't get 2.
And the walker gets 1, so you do successfully knock it prone, which is great news for John because he can just
thump it,
eliminate it very quickly. So should we go with John then?
I think that's probably a good idea.
So what John's going to do is going to spend his first action to kill this walker, which will add 1 to his reputation, so he's up to 1.
Whoop, whoop.
And he's going to use his second action. He's got a move of 3. Oh, he wants to play defense, really, doesn't he? But he's going to go 1, 2. Actually, no, he's going to stand here, and I'm just going to see if we can secure the room. Because that makes sense. That would be a smart thing to do. So we have got 2 white dice, I believe, for securing, isn't it? 2 white dice.
2 people in there.
I need to get a more than 1. Success. I critically secure the room. So we can flip this over. Negan is impressed, so John gets another point of reputation, but also...
So does Tara for helping.
Tara totally helps.
That puts her up to 3.
And that means John can kind of just stand there for his. So we'll go back to you, mate. What's Tara going to do?
Tara is going to search that supply token that's next to it, first and foremost.
What do you get?
And you get a handgun,
Oh.
range 1 to 4. So I will pop that in.
That's an extra white dice to your shooting.
Yeah. Well,
So she gains a white dice
now. White dice, yeah. So I'll pop that in her inventory straight away, and I'm going to try and hold the nerve to try and reduce the threat level.
So you roll the black and white dice.
And on a shield, I'm successful.
Yeah, and you gain a rep for being hard.
Oh,
No, she just bricks it a little bit. But it's a good try, to be fair. Laura then is going to finish us off. She's going to do the same. She's going to search this token here, just so we can get as many goodies as we can. And she has managed to draw an angle grinder. Discard this card as a fight action instead of using an equipped weapon. Remove blue adjacent walkers from play.
Ouch.
She just gets to eliminate them, but
sadly that can't be equipped.
no, it's a special item though, so it's okay. So she can just have that in her pack.
Oh right, it's not a weapon, okay.
No, she is going to move 3. So she's really going to be the one who's pulling up the rear because we're kind of worried here about potential attacks. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3. She's going to keep a keen eye on this entry point here.
Okay, so that is the end of all of our activations. So that puts us now into
The walker phase.
the walker phase. So we move into the event phase now. Tom, would you like to draw a card?
Yeah, let's see what the walkers do. I've drawn roamers, which is +1 to the threat immediately, which takes us up to level 4.
Oh no.
Place 1 walker token on each entry point up to and including the current threat level.
So we are here.
So we're going to have to put 1 just there.
Okay.
And then we also choose a survivor, place 1 walker token on the nearest unsecured token to them, even in an open room.
Yeah,
So do you want to pick?
I will pick Tara.
Okay.
And we'll pop it on.
So it'll be either of these two, won't
I think
it? So
it'll
if
be
we,
that one there because of where she is. Yeah.
so we pop a walker token there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the event phase, that's alright for that. In terms of the walkers, we move the walker tokens. So this one will move 1 and knock every door out of the way.
And this one will move 1 also.
And this one will move here. And that one will be revealed. So do you want to flip it over, mate?
Not really.
Oh, blue's worth of walkers. So, it's 1.
Just a 1.
It's a 1. I'll take that. So, if you pop a walker there. After that, the walkers move. So that one will move 2 spaces to the nearest survivor. It's already adjacent to John, but yeah, it can just walk a little bit closer. And then it's going to attack.
Attack,
It's
yes.
the only one that needs to. So do you want to roll combat for that?
I will do. So poor John has got his defence against this. So the walker rolls, nothing.
Oh, John's mighty defense gets 1. So he's okay. He's all good. I'm annoyed that I can't use this bruiser keyword yet, because he's like, when he's attacking them, he can insta-kill quite nastily. But we've got nothing else to do with the walkers.
No, so shall we go straight into the Negan phase?
Go on then.
Okay.
So draw us a Negan card,
So Negan,
if you dare.
yeah.
I'm quite worried about this.
So Negan would either become enraged or he would have his action. So he's not in an unsecured room. He's not adjacent to a walker. So we draw a card for him, see what he does.
Yeah, we're doing an okay job.
And according to Negan, no one has to die today. Move him 2 spaces.
Why was he half Sean Connery drawing that?
I don't know. Move him 2 spaces. So he has to go along this route.
Shortest
1,
route, yep.
2. Now he has ended adjacent to a walker, but that doesn't make a difference. Add 1 reputation to all survivors within 3 spaces. So
That's everybody.
That is everybody. So everybody goes up 1.
So Laura goes to 3, John goes to 3.
Tara goes to 4, and Dwight goes to 2.
Poor Dwight, he's trying.
Okay. And then any incapacitated survivors within 6 spaces restore blue stamina and stand up. But luckily, nobody
We're all
is
good.
incapacitated.
That's the one nice Negan card.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, on to the end phase then, we might as well do that straight away.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately our secured rooms is still lower than our survivor amount, so we will go up to level 5 in the threat tracker. However, there are no prone walkers, and there is nothing else for us to worry about, so we'll go on to the 3rd turn. Right, back to me then, and John is going to start us off. He is going to take a mighty swing at this walker to try and cleave its face in. So he's got white dice normally, and a white dice for his crowbar. He rolls 3 with a headshot. He's definitely killed it dead.
That is definitely dead.
So he gains a rep, which puts him up to 4. And then he's going to move, and we're we're thinking about this room here potentially housing a lot of stuff. So he's just going to move 1, 2, 3, and stand here ready to deal with whatever the door presents next turn. I think.
Yeah. So I'm going to activate Tara. I'm going to move here 1, 2, and I'm not going to open that door, but I'm going to search that.
We've got both our bruisers who are like leading the way at the moment.
Great. And I've drawn too many cards. Oh, my favourite, a grenade.
A grenade?
Yes, a grenade.
That's going to make a mess.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've drawn a grenade. I'm just going to pop that in my pack.
And that goes out the way. So, back to me then. Laura is going to continue to kind of keep her eye on things. So I think because we've got this entry point here, she's going to move 1, 2, 3, and just kind of SWAT team-ish. She's seen some walkers are coming in, so she's going to poke her gun outside a window or whatever it is.
That's not a bad plan.
And pop some people, so that leaves Dwight even.
Dwight. So I'm going to run Dwight. No, I'm not.
Don't make noise. Don't do that.
I'm just going to move him as 4 forward.
Laura's sacrifice
2,
immediately.
3, 4, and I'm going to try and hold nerve.
Successfully holds nerves. That puts threat tracker back down to 4, and you gain a rep because Negan's impressed with your ability to not wee-wee yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
That puts me up to 3.
So at the moment we're going to move over to the walker phase. Right then, over to the walker phase, and I have drawn to conflict. Place 1 walker token on each entry point up to and including the current threat level. Then all walker tokens in play move following the normal rules. So we'd have a walker token appear here. It would immediately be revealed. So, it's blank. So imagine, Laura just heard a really big bang, essentially, and panicked. But then the other walker tokens will just move. This one can't move any further. This one is just going to ominously stand on the other side of the door to Tara. But that's it for that. They've got no other walkers that need to move. We've got no tokens that need to move.
No, we're good.
So do you want to hop to Negan?
I do. And I think we've had the only good card.
Yeah, I think this is going to be bad now.
Yeah.
He's praised us, now what?
You're weak.
You're now going to tell us off?
Yeah.
How does he move?
Move 2 spaces.
1, 2. So he's okay, he's not enraged again because he's in secure, lovely places still.
Remove 1 reputation from all survivors within 3 spaces.
That's everybody again.
That is everybody.
So he's built us up just to knock us down.
Basically, yeah.
So Laura's down to 2, John's down to 3.
Dwight is down to 2, and Tara is down to 3.
And then we've got the end phase.
We have indeed.
So threat goes up again by 1, so we're back up to 5. Simply because we haven't secured enough rooms.
Mm-hmm.
No downed walkers, nothing to worry about there. And I will pass the first player token. It's beautiful. Lucille Bat. Over to you, mate.
Thank you very kindly. Okay, so my first activation is going to be Tara. So I'm going to open that door, which is
behind door
free
number
anyway.
1?
And we'll face to face with whatever that token is.
It
Tom, you
is.
wouldn't mind?
White dice worth of walkers.
White dice, okay. We've got...
None. There is no walkers.
That was safe.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah, so that actually doesn't count as an action.
No, you've got your move still.
Yeah, so I'm going to move 1, 2, and I'm going to move into this room.
Oh, risky business.
Yeah.
So you're going to open this door.
Yep.
So you need to draw a room card, my dear.
I do indeed, and I've drawn Lockdown. 1 supply token, which would go probably there.
Okay.
If there are a white dice worth of walkers.
This is where you roll high now.
Yep.
Yep, 2.
2, thank you. So 1 there,
I do
and
want
1 there, please. If there are any other closed doors in this room, replace them with locked doors. If not, add 1 to the threat level. So the threat level does go up by 1, and Tara is in there.
I'm going to do her mighty swing thing.
Of course she is. So I'm going to do a Attack with Tara. She's got a white and a red dice, and a combat knife allows her to attack adjacent walkers. So both of these guys will be getting a hit off it.
Oh, 3. So the first one rolls 1, so he's not prone, and the other one rolls 2, but still gets not prone. So both of them get felled by her.
She's a tough little cushion.
She is, not bad at all, is she?
No. Yeah, so that is Tara's activation done with.
John can't do much to help you, I don't think.
Can't really get within range.
Because he's just kind of there, isn't he?
Yeah.
So I think he's going to move 1, 2, 3, just stodge up this area for the next turn. He's going to attempt to hold his nerve. So
Good idea.
he fails to hold his nerve because he's terrified of this big door. But no, nothing more from him, so we'll go back to you, mate.
Okay, so Dwight is going to move around. Let's see, where can Dwight go? It's a nifty little get, so I don't really want to get in Negan's way. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there.
Pat John on the back and be like, come on, big man.
Yeah. And I don't know whether to take a shot at one of the downed walkers.
You could with your crossbow.
I could with my crossbow, couldn't I?
I don't think you're blocking line of sight with Tara, but for the sake of this, we can 50-50 it if you want, make a quick decision.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's in the rule book,
sure,
but save us stopping it.
Yeah, so 50-50.
Yeah, you can do it.
Shield, yeah, that's always positive.
The easiest way to fix the rules decisions on camera.
So shoot, all really got to do is
Just
wound
hit,
it.
yeah.
Headshot. And,
Bam. So that one's there, it's dead.
That one is deaded indeed.
Okay. Laura then has got an issue because she's doing really well at kind of holding the back of the line. So I think first thing she's going to do, she's going to try and hold her nerve.
Good idea.
So that's a cocked die. We'll try again. As it rolls off camera, that was a success this time. So down to 5.
That's good.
And she gains a rep, so she's on 3.
Good stuff. Oh, Dwight also gains a rep, ups him up to 3.
Yeah, because you got killed. And then she's going to move 1, 2, 3. Because Negan's shortest path will be this way.
Yeah, we'll double check the scenario path, but I think that's
right. Well, he moves on his shortest path anyway, so he's okay.
Yeah, so we move.
So I don't want to get in the big man's way. Because the barricades are here, so he can move.
Yeah, so he'll be fine, yeah.
So we will cut over to the walker phase.
So the walker phase, we're lucky enough to not have any walker tokens on the field because I think we're quite managing this.
We are B+ players.
Okay, so do you want to draw the event card?
Yep, so I have drawn, this is interesting, Bitter Rivals.
Okay.
Choose a survivor. They must then choose another survivor in their line of sight. That survivor must either lose white reputation, or take a -1 action token and give the original survivor +1 action.
Oh.
So you've got priority, so you get to choose how this works.
Yeah, so I could screw you over here, couldn't I?
Either way screws me over.
Yeah. I will take the
Who are you going to choose?
reputation from John.
Using Dwight or Tara.
It doesn't make a difference. I will
So
pick
roll a
Dwight.
white dice then, mate.
Okay.
So you basically shout abuse at John.
Yeah. Look what you've done. Oh, rolls off camera, but it does only lose one reputation.
So that knocks him down to 2, as he's a little bit ashamed that little Dwight has shouted at him. Walker tokens would then move. They don't need to because we've got one at the door here, whatever this noise is. There are no walkers on the board to move, so we might as well go straight to Negan, mate.
May as well. So I've got the Negan deck over here. So I've drawn Just Messing. Move 2 spaces.
So that'll be 1, 2.
Move that. And the nearest survivor loses white stamina but gains loses red stamina but gains white
So
reputation.
it's both Dwight and Laura here.
Yeah, so technically it's Dwight and Laura. So we'll roll for both. So
red damage.
red for damage. So both lose 1 point of stamina. So
Okay,
Dwight goes down to 4.
Laura's also on 4.
Okay, but we gain white reputation.
Nothing. So he's just slapped
thumped
us, basically. Thanks, Lucille.
Yeah. Cheers,
Thanks.
Negan. Appreciate that, mate.
So onto the end phase then. We will gain another threat because of the unsecured rooms out being less than our number of survivors. That puts us up to 6. Prone walkers then. So you need to roll a 50-50 for this one down here, mate. See if it stands. It does
doesn't.
not. That is very good news for Tara.
It is indeed.
And that is it. So we'll go on to the next turn. Okay, then, so I've got priority for this turn. So we're going to start with John, who is going to open this door here, and he's going to investigate exactly what is going on. So he's going to flip it over. Actually, we'll do the room first, don't we, before we do anything else?
So one supply token. So
well, what have we drawn, mate? So we've got Booby Trap, one supply token, white dice worth of walkers. Let's see what we get. No walkers.
Luckily.
A nice calm room. Make an attack roll of 2 red against the survivor that opened the door. No stamina is lost and the survivor gains a reputation. If the attack roll scores any crits, any exclamations, then the survivor makes noise. So you need to roll 2 red dice, mate. And then I'll roll my defense. You're really good at this, like, one hit. No, we're really good at rolling low, so I need to roll defense. Oh, I get a mighty 2. So that means that John will gain a reputation, which pushes him up to 3, and doesn't make any noise at all.
Oh, but we do need to flip that token.
Yep, so we've got red dice worth of walkers.
Nothing
again.
Looked out, really.
We are doing really well with this. So John is very happy so far. He is going to move in for his first action, to there. He's got a choice here. He can either attempt to secure the room, which he'll roll a white to try and get 2 or more, or he might search. I think... Oh, see, at this point you've messed with John, and he might want to try and prove to Dwight that he can do better, but I think for now I'm just going to search whatever this is. So, supply token. I managed to get a sledgehammer.
Ouch.
It's great because John ignores the bulky rule as well. So a sledgehammer gives him a white and a red. All adjacent walkers are always not prone by this weapon, but the survivor using it loses 1 stamina. So he has got that and his crowbar. He ignores bulky, which means he can dual wield these weapons. So he's got a crowbar and a sledgehammer.
He's losing stamina with the sledgehammer, though.
He is, but he's a tank. He can take it.
He can take it.
It's not a bad activation. They got lucky there with the walkers.
Really did. Yeah.
How about you then, mate?
I'm going to activate Tara.
Yep.
I'm going to give that walker a thump while he's on the ground.
Delete it. Yeah. I don't even think you need to roll an attack. I think it's just dead. But you gain a reputation.
But I do gain a reputation. Because go Tara.
Negan sees all.
I am going to then search. So I'll check that supply token there. And I've got a glass bottle. So discard this card to target an empty space within 6 inches. Within 6 spaces and line of sight, cause noise from the target space. So that might be useful.
So she's got a choice of what she wants to throw. She can either lob a bottle or a grenade.
Yeah, she's packing absolutely everything. Tara seems to be doing all the supply running.
A knife, a gun, a grenade in a bottle.
Yep.
This is great.
My type of kill.
Right then, so speaking of which, Laura is doing really, really well at this kind of defensive perimeter, and she's kind of doing all right for reputation. The temptation is to run, but then I'm bringing walkers towards Negan. So all she is going to do is move 1, 2, 3 to kind of flank the doorway. So she's not in Negan's way, but she's close enough to the action should she need to go in and secure a room next turn.
Yeah. So as for Dwight, he is going to jump in here with with Tara. 1, 2. I'll pop him there. 3. And I'm going to attempt to secure that room.
You got 2 white dice. You need to beat 2. Oh, safe. Massive success. So you have successfully done that. So you gain white dice worth of reputation for Dwight.
2, which bumps him up to 5.
Tara gains 1,
which bumps her up to 5.
We reduce the threat by 1, so we're down to 5.
Yes.
And I believe that's pretty much it for the securing. But it does help us out in the long run. We're starting to get to that point where Negan's going to be a happy man here.
Yeah.
So we'll go over to the Walker phase and see what event card we draw. Okay, over to the Walker phase, and the event card I've drawn is Noises in the Dark. Choose a survivor. They must either choose to lose white reputation or place a walker within 3 spaces with a clear route to the survivor. So I am going to choose Dwight.
Oh. Why?
So you can choose to either lose white reputation
I can choose, or
or
you choose.
place a walker within 3 spaces with a clear route.
Hey.
So either you put the walker and Tara gets nibbled, or Dwight takes the hit to his rep, basically. He's contemplating.
Well, Tara's got
everything.
retaliatory strike, if I've said that right. So each time Tara's defense roll beats a walker's attack, she immediately performs a free fight attack against one adjacent walker. So I think I'll take the walker.
Okay, so you put the walker within 3. I think basically it's either there or there that you put it.
Within 3.
3 of Dwight and a direct route to him.
Well, it'd have to be there, wouldn't it? Because it wouldn't have a direct route.
That's a good point, because Tara's in the way.
Yeah, so it would effectively attack.
I choose, don't I think, because I've got their priority, but we'll see how that goes. So, walker tokens, there are none.
There are none.
We're doing really well for walker tokens.
Yeah. No, this is not like the practice game we had.
No, this is not.
This
We got
seems to have
wrecked
gone
by this
quite
point.
smoothly.
Walker's move, don't need to do that. Walker's attack. So, because I've got the lead here, I'm going to have the walker attack Dwight.
Boo.
So it's going to roll red dice to see if it can do a nibble on him. It does not.
I've got a defense. I'm
Of
okay.
1. So you've successfully rebuffed the attack from the walker there. Do we want to go to on Negan?
Yes.
I don't even know what that sentence was then. Do you want to Negan?
So cover each other. Move 3 spaces.
Oh, he's getting
1,
well stuck
2,
in now.
3. Any survivors with 5 or less reputation must immediately move 3 spaces towards the nearest walker or walker token, opening doors if necessary and stopping if they move adjacent. So you're
1,
lucky.
2, 1, 2, 3. What do we say?
I think they'd stop. I think he'd probably stop if he got to Negan.
Yeah.
really.
So John, if we say we stop him there,
Yeah.
but Laura kind of
Laura stops there.
sweeps
as well.
through the door.
Yeah.
This is a big huddle of people now, though.
Both my guys have got 5 reputations, so
So it's only my 2 who are on 3.
well, it wouldn't make a difference. I'm engaging the walkers anyway, so yeah. So I'm all good with that. That wasn't too bad.
Nothing else from Negan to worry about there. Then to the end phase, the threat will go up again, bumping us up to 6 because again secured rooms not matching the amount of survivors. No prone walkers, nothing to worry about there. So we'll go on to the next turn, and I will pass activation priority to you, mate.
Thank you very much. So my first activation is going to be Tara. She is going to try and kill off this walker here, and she's done pretty good at doing that so far. So let's hope that continues. She gets 1.
And the walker rolls nothing, so you knock it prone.
I will make another fight action with her.
Can she repeat her actions?
I think she can.
Because Laura's the only one who can perform the same action twice in one
Right.
activation.
Okay, I'm not going to do that then. I thought they could do multiples of the same. I'm just going to move 1, 2, 3.
Right then. I'm tempted here for... Oh, it's weird to do it in what order. So Laura could walk into here and secure, and she's got an advantage with John being there.
Yep.
But John could walk through and kill that walker and take it away from Dwight to take away the easy rep. So I think what I'm going to do, because John and Dwight have clearly got issues here. They're clearly not getting on. So John is going to move to here, and he's just going to absolutely curb stomp this walker, which again I don't think I need to roll for, but I'll just use my normal one and eliminate it.
Dead.
Which gains me a rep, which puts me up to 4. But that will be John's action. Just go, in your face, Dwight! I can stamp on a downed walker. I'm the hardest man on the planet.
Okay.
What can you do, Dwight? What can you do? There's no walkers for you to stomp on.
Okay. Dwight is going to try and hold his nerve.
Yeah, you do that.
I will do
You're
that.
intimidated by John and his rippling pecs. See? Proof.
Fails. So Dwight is going to move 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to leave him in there. And yeah, over to Laura.
So Laura's going to just pop into the room as well. Just to here, and she's going to attempt to secure it. So 2 white dice need to beat 2. She does. So that will
Get
get her white rep. 2.
Wonderful.
Puts her up to 5. Dwight gains 1.
Puts him up to 6.
And we reduce the threat by 1, which puts us down to 5 on the threat tracker. See, Dwight's got a better working relationship with Laura, clearly.
It's just
and that's it for that. So we'll go on to the Walker phase. Okay, so on to the Walker phase then. So I'm going to draw an event card, and I've drawn bleep, bleep, bleep.
Expletive.
The expletive card.
I think it's not actually got an expletive word on it.
It's just symbols.
You know what?
It's like wingdings.
Mantic should have done a explicit content version of Here's Negan.
Oh, Here's Negan, where it's just like all the things he comes out
18
with.
plus board game.
Anyway, we gain red threat, so 2. So we go immediately up to 7 on the threat tracker.
Dum, dum, dum.
And then we have to place a walker within 3 spaces of and within line of sight of Negan. So there, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, we could put one there, but it's going to engage Tara, and that's not very thematic. What we basically expect to happen here is this one is just magically going to make a beeline for Negan.
Yeah, we've looked out a little bit, so seeing Negan kick off is always
Negan
fun.
is going to have a kick off here, so there's no walker tokens to move, but there is a walker, which will move 2 just behind here to Negan, and it'll nibble at him, so Negan immediately takes a point of damage pool.
Which puts him down to 5, which he will not be.
He will not be appreciative of. Should we go to Negan's phase then?
We can do, and Negan's enraged.
Yeah, Negan doesn't move if he's near a walker in unsecured rooms. He's very angry, so that means bad stuff for all of us.
Yeah, so survivor with highest rep being Dwight loses blue reputation.
2. Oh dear.
That puts him down to 4. Survivors within 3 spaces, everybody lose 1 stamina.
Takes a slap for Lucille, so John's down to 5, Laura's down to 3.
Dwight's down to 3, and Tara is down to 3. No survivors in range. Negan causes noise.
But he's okay. If he can't slap people, he shouts in anger.
If adjacent to walkers, remove blue walkers within 3 spaces. So, yeah, 2, but there's only 1.
So basically, what happened was the crew missed one slipped the net, charged into Negan, and he's let us all know that we messed up there. That's a bad move from us. So that takes us to the end phase then, mate.
Bro.
So we gain 1 on the threat again, so we're up to 8. We're almost into that next level of threat.
Dum, dum, dum.
No prone walkers though.
No.
All good?
We're all good.
Okay, then the end is inside, Paul. I can see that final room with that big ominous door. So Laura's going to start. She is going to move 1, 2, 3. She's doing a SWAT team thing, and she's going to keep an eye on this entry point just in case that threat tracker continues to grow.
Covering the corners.
She's covering the corner. She's doing really good. She's like slipping through.
Yeah. So I am going to run. I'm going to run Dwight while it's safe, actually. So I'm going to add 2 onto my roll, so I can effectively move 6 spaces because Dwight can move 4 basic anyway.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to stand there guarding that door and check to see if it creates noise.
Oh, you get to see if you create noise, don't you?
Don't, yes. So I can re-roll when running, yeah. So I don't create noise. Dwight's got himself up there. And his second action, I'm going to try and
Hold your nerve.
Hold my nerve. Which I don't.
Fail with
I'm
that
very
one.
lucky with that today, am I?
It's because John's just stared him down, and he's just got it in his bones now.
John's just swinging that crowbar at me.
And his sledgehammer. He's just doing that Bart Simpson thing where he just swings his arms around. If you get in the way.
Haymakers.
So John's got a move of 3, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Because again, we don't want to be in Negan's way. It's almost like we're parting just to allow Negan pass.
Fantasy.
Tara then.
Tara's activation. I'm going to battle through that door. I'm going to run Tara through the door.
Are you?
Yeah. I'm gonna break it down.
That's a gutsy move. So the door's technically in this bit here. We just got the big door because we think it looks cool.
So Tara's running all the way into that room.
So she's got a bonus of 3 there. Was that you just rolled?
2, 3. Burst through the door. 4. Now, let's see what's created.
Okay, so room card we've drawn is Pitch Black,
right.
which is one of those ongoing ones. When they've got like a little infinity symbol, it's an ongoing one. 2 supply tokens.
Yeah, so based on the rules for supply tokens, we've got to put 1 there and 1 there.
White dice worth of walkers.
Okay, that's a blue, Tom.
Blue dice worth of walkers. I can tell colours. That's two walkers.
Okay, so that is...
So one in the middle and one next to it.
One in the middle. And pass the fatty walker, I like that. I don't use
You mean the rotund walker, I believe. Where do you want him?
The
Which
chubby.
one?
Anywhere.
So I'm just going to screw you over and put him there.
Oh, thanks very much. I mean, it is your priority. You could place them both.
It is. No model in this room can be the target of a shoot action because it's pitch black. Walker tokens in this room are not revealed until they are adjacent to a survivor.
Okay.
While this room is unsecured, at the start of each walker phase, place a walker token anywhere in this room that is not adjacent to a survivor if possible.
I made a boo-boo.
Oh dear. And you've created noise. So the threat tracker goes up by 1.
Have I created noise? You've checked this.
Do you get to roll for it, do you?
Yeah.
You've created noise. So we go up to 9, which means we're into the next level of threat.
I made a mistake here, didn't I?
A walker token comes on at the nearest point, which is way back down here. So I'm going to put one down here because we're not quite on the high enough level to trigger this one.
That's good.
That is good.
Mess up here,
Tara running into a very dark room with walkers, not so good.
I got a grenade, man. That is so getting chucked in here.
You see that bit in I Am Legend where he just charges at
That's
the
basically what I'm
thinking
of.
what's just happened. Right, we'll go on to the walker phase. We are going to start with a walker token that is not adjacent to Tara, so Paul's just carefully put one on there, and it won't be revealed until it walks right next to a survivor, which it will in a second. We're going to draw a event card, and I've drawn Roamers again, so that is +1 to the threat level, bringing us to 10. Place one walker token on each entry point up to and including the current threat level, so that's at the back of the battlefield really. We've got another one, so back this way we've got 2 walker tokens that are going to start creeping up. So
I like that, like it's almost like, you know,
we've cleared it, but we haven't cleared it well enough. So the walker tokens
to shut the door.
It's probably Laura because she's the one who's supposed to be the rear guard. So those walker tokens will move 2 off camera. They're way away, but we'll let you know when they get into it.
They'll move 2, will they? Yeah.
No, they move 1. Sorry, apologies. Okay. Normal walkers move 1. This walker token will move 1 either way, so I'm going to pop it there.
Okay.
And then it reveals itself now, and that is a blue with 3 walkers. So Tara is very dead in a second. So the walkers would then move. None of them need to.
I mean, I can take that.
So we get to use outnumbering now, which is fun. So
no, it's not.
Walkers attack. So each walker adds a red dice to each other. So there are...
I don't think enough dice came with the set.
5 walkers. Good job we got some all-out war ones. There's 5 dice here for each walker. 5 dice total. Going to attack Tara.
I got a blue for my defence, man.
You have got a blue for your defence.
And you know what? If I win...
You get to swing at each one of them.
Oh, I made it form a free fight attack roll against me.
Right, so...
Yeah, I'm dead.
That's
definitely
quite a lot.
That's the best roll on red. That is the
that is the best roll I've ever rolled. No, I tell you what, that's equal to, remember our very first all-out war one where Rick tanked all those walkers and just got munched?
Yeah.
That's
the big game. Yeah.
Good luck.
I can't beat it. Like that's the.
You rolled a 2 there off camera.
She's
dead.
She is.
And she's replaced by a prone walker because she's gone from a bite there. So this is, her hair gets swept with blood. I'd hate to be Dwight right now.
I made a boo-boo.
At least we can jam them in the doorway. That's my logic.
You have to come out one by one, don't they? Yeah. Okay. So
that went badly for Tara. Negan can solve this.
Negan can fix it. Yeah.
Go on then. So Negan's go.
Negan's turn. Yeah. So
he's not. He's luckily unsecured.
He's not unsecured. He's not enraged. I've just dropped the card. Don't stay in one place.
I think he's just learned that.
Negan moves 2 spaces, and all survivors may immediately move 1 space. So
okay, I'm just gonna.
Dwight's gonna go there.
Yeah. And I think we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna line up.
Yeah. Let's protect Negan.
Yeah, I think Negan's gonna thump us if we get in his way. This escalated very quickly.
I mean, Tara was amazing, but not amazing enough.
Do you know what the issue is? We get another walker token next walker phase. That room is just going to be full. We have to cut our way through.
You're going to need to bring Laura up to get that rifle getting used.
I think I might actually have to ask Negan to come and help. I think that might be the next approach.
That might be it.
Right, anyway, you got priority next, so we'll see what you do. We've got the +1 to the threat tracker in the end phase. And it's not great. Actually, now that Tara's dead, we've got 4 secured rooms and 4 survivors, including Negan, so the threat doesn't go up, actually, it stays at 10.
Way to sacrifice, really, I think.
Does she explode in confetti? Can we pick up her grenade and just chuck it in there? Right, let's see how we do next.
So, that didn't exactly go to plan, to be honest with you.
There was a big deep breath happening there.
Yeah.
It's fine, it'll be fine.
Dwight's going to put Tara out of her misery, and just take a shot at her while she's down on the floor.
Ping her.
Yeah.
She's dead. You get a rep for it.
I get a rep for killing a wolf. Negan's like, she's a bitch.
Yeah, well done. I like her anyway.
And I'm going to try and hold my nerve. Try. It's Dwight. And
no,
fail.
you
Again.
You can't.
I can't do it. I just can't do it. That Dwight on 5 reputation, and that's the end of my turn.
Right, so we've had one girl barrel in and YOLO it, so let's go for round 2. So Laura is going to run 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to get stuck right in there. Let's see if she makes some noise. Has it dawned on you now?
You've got...
She does make noise, sadly, so the threat goes up by 1. And we can spawn in a new walker token further at the back. And I think walker tokens move towards, don't they? But we'll sort that out in a second. That's not important. The important thing, Paul, is my special weapon. An angle grinder. Discard this card as a fight action instead of using an equipped weapon. Remove blue adjacent walkers from play. Come on, girl. I mean, one's dead. She tried. She tried and failed. Yeah, I'm just gonna... You're dead. You got grinded. She gets a rep for it though, because it's a kill, technically. It's a fight action.
Yeah. I mean, that could have gone so much better.
She might be dead now, yeah, that's not the best. So John, please help. John's going to have to run as well. So he's going to run 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. He has got 2 weapons, so he can dual wield. See if he made any noise actually as well. He did not make any noise. That is good. Right, John, save us. So he's going to swing his crowbar at this person. He's ignoring the bulky rule.
Why don't you swing your sledgehammer? More dice.
Because he can dual wield. So he swings with one, then he swings with the other. And because he ignores bulky, he gets to do that.
Yeah, but he's only got 1 fight action, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
If you do it with the sledgehammer, and you technically engage...
All adjacent walkers are not prone by this weapon. Yeah, let's do that. So
you can technically knock both of those 2 down.
So I've got 2 white and a red here. A white and a red from a sledgehammer.
Yeah, defense dice for the walkers.
So John rolls a mighty... Oh, that's not bad. For 5 there with a headshot.
So I'll roll this walker first. Doesn't make a difference. He's down, and the other walker is also down. That rolled off camera.
Well, actually, that's an insta-kill on both. Because if John... he always knocks them prone after beating or equaling their defense roll in a fight action. If John's attack roll is more than double a walker's defense roll, the walker's removed even if John didn't roll any crits.
There you go.
So
John
this one's dead, because that's the one he actually attacked.
Yeah, that's a headshot, yeah.
But that one's just not prone. I don't think it needs to roll a defense. It's just all adjacent walkers are always not prone by this weapon. So he's killed the one that he went for.
And that one's just...
That one's not prone. John loses health, so he's on 4, but he gains a rep, which puts him on 5 rep.
Okay.
It's not bad though.
No, it's
That's
not.
a decent showing.
But
this is going to end badly in a second.
Yeah.
Event phase, or walker phase. We've immediately put a walker token just down here. I'm going to draw the card. We've got... You had 1 job, and there's a picture of a really angry Negan at the bottom pointing at walkers and saying, you idiots. +1 to the threat. Choose a survivor. They must either lose blue reputation or flip the security token in the nearest secured room back to unsecured. You've got priority.
Okay, John.
So John will lose 1 rep.
Yeah.
pops him down to 4.
Because I've got an issue with John.
John's causing pain. Right, walkers then. Walker tokens have moved up. The ones that are off camera down here, they're not too much of an issue. This one will move here, but won't be revealed yet because it's not adjacent to a walker.
No, to a survivor.
To a survivor. These guys are fine because they're already engaging Laura, so they will attack.
They will indeed.
So do you want to roll the attack? That'll be 2 red dice against Laura's 1 red defense. 2, and she rolls a 1, so she takes a point of damage, which puts it down to 2. Oh dear. But that's them sorted.
So should we go straight on to Negan?
Yeah, let's go to Negan.
So Negan has drawn fight. So move Negan 3 spaces.
That's oddly thematic.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
It is actually, isn't it? Any survivors adjacent to 1 or more walkers must immediately fight one. If they remove a walker from play, they gain blue reputation instead of the 1. So you could do this with
John,
the 1 on the floor.
John murderizes it.
Yeah.
So he gains blue rep. 2. Puts him up to 6. Laura is going to attack this one.
Yeah.
So she's got 2 red dice for her fight, 1 for a knife. She gets 2 with a headshot.
Okay, and the walker gets
Nothing. So she gets blue rep as well. She gets 2, puts her up to 8 and eliminates that walker. I love the idea of Negan just being like, yeah, you're in over your heads here, kids. Just walks in, fight down, kill things. He's getting very close to that end area now.
He is indeed. We've got to make sure that that room is secured next turn.
Right, as we enter the end phase, we've got 4 secured rooms, we've got 4 survivors, so the threat doesn't go up there.
We're all good.
No prone walkers.
No, we're good.
Let's see how we do next. Okay then, so I've got priority here. So John is going to move here and reveal what the hell this is. It is... Dun, 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 dun. Oh, nothing, thank God. Thank God.
That's all we needed was another blue walker.
He's going to have a swing at this walker here, but he's just going to use his crowbar to maim it to death. That's 2.
So the walker gets
1. So because I've doubled it, it's a kill.
Well done.
Because
Running
of
walker.
John's ability. So he gains a rep for that. He's up to 7. And that's him done.
Dwight. Let's see. Runes 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna try and secure this room. You know.
Oh, you suck.
I'm gonna take
Literally,
credit for
my guy's
securing
really. I've got this, guys. You got space there,
Good
mate.
space there. Yeah, 3 dice.
3 dice. You need to beat 3.
Yeah, I need to beat 3.
Yeah.
Famous last words.
Yeah. just gonna pull that there, just to. Yeah, that's what you get. You deserve that for trying to take credit for it. John just kills the last walker. Dwight goes, "I did it, Negan. I did it." No, right. Laura is going to try and secure the room.
Dice games.
So she needs 3. Oh, she secures it like a boss. So she gets white worth of rep. 1. And everybody else in the room gets 1. So John goes up to 8. Laura's currently on 9. She's going to move out of Negan's way. So 1, 2, and then we're going to have some walkers turn up, but there isn't really anywhere the walkers can turn up.
The room is now secured as well.
Yes, it is. The threat goes down by 1, so we're on to 11. And we will go on to the event phase next. On to the walker phase then, and we're going to draw... Well, we've put a walker here, so let's reveal what it is. We're getting a blank again. Getting a blank again, we are somehow surviving.
Like my dice rolls.
I think that's justified with these 2 clearing out the room. I think no walkers really want to mess with Laura now, to be honest, who has not fired her gun this entire battle.
I was just about to say, she's not shot at it at all.
It's just the threat of it, Paul.
Yeah.
We've drawn then Spooked. Choose a survivor. They must either lose white reputation or cause noise. So I've got priority. So John is just going to turn over his shoulder and be like, Dwight, you suck. So I'll roll the white dice, shall I? You lose. 1 reputation from that.
I'll take it. It's put me down to 5.
The shame. He just rings a bell. Yeah. Shame. But nothing else happens. The walker tokens that are off camera down here are still not even past the second room yet. So we're relatively
just entering into it now, aren't you? I'll just shuffle them up.
So, do you want to hop straight to Negan?
Yeah, so we've got...
Negan's not enraged. He's not near walkers.
Yeah, he's all good. So we've got follow me. Move 4 spaces. Any survivors further from the target point than Negan may choose to immediately move blue spaces as long as this move takes them closer to the target point than they started. So
4 spaces will be...
just be short of the door.
1, 2...
Oh no, he's out.
He gets to the door. Well, he's off. He's like, peace out.
Negan's just like...
He's like, Negan has left the building.
Let's go.
And we actually see if we can follow him now, do we?
Blue spaces, yeah. So I think it's just blue dice for everybody.
Okay. 1. So, no.
Yeah.
So we just basically... Wait for us, boss.
Yeah.
But that'll bring us to the end then. Negan has officially legged it.
I was lucky.
He's only slapped us once, which we've got away with. So the win condition for this, rather than actually having total HP at the end, which is the way you work out who wins the later ones, this is just who has the top rep, and they're the top dog. So, Tara...
is dead.
Dwight
is only on
5. John is on 8. Laura is the top dog. Laura is finishing on 9. Laura, who stood at the back with her tactical... Negan was impressed. She was like, were you in a SWAT team or something? She's watched Bad Boys 2 about 20 times. She's really good.
You've not seen Bad Boys 2?
So, Laura is our top dog. Golf clap. Right.
Well done.
We'll go to our post-game review. And we are back, and Dwight tried to steal all the credit. How dare you?
Failed.
How dare you?
Failed.
We had a very quiet start, then a really horrendous last room.
Yeah, it just kind of like
It
was
just
like
ramped up.
Go. Oh, everything's there.
Yeah,
that was it.
Dark room at the end, you couldn't shoot in or anything like that, and just walkers upon walkers. I think it was just...
It's still, you know one thing I found about the board game playing through it, it's still as thematic as when we play All Out War.
Yeah.
Stuff, that event deck and the Negan mechanic and the walker mechanic, it flows, it really does. And
we were saying, like, we were worried in between takes, we were like, what's going to happen to Negan, where's he going to go, I don't want him to hit me. And there was that fear of like, just walking back idiots and slapping you, Elysium.
And that's what it was like. Obviously, when you're playing through the board game, you still got to plan these things out, but in between the takes, that's when we do our planning, and we're like, right, I'm going to move this character, and then we've been plotting how can Negan get past us without thumping us, and it panned out for most of it.
I like the idea of when you open the door, there being that kind of walker threat. I think when we were recording it before, I said to Paul, it's very much got that from Hellboy, or Hellboy's got it from this. You know, we've got that recorded as well, where you go into a room and it's something, you don't know what is going to be in there.
But when you find out what's in there, you're either happy about it, like flipping no walkers, or flipping the blue and then rolling.
Well, it can be very feast or famine, can't it, at the end of it? Oh my god.
It was at the end, that was ridiculous. It was like... We said everything is kind of built up and we're quite okay, and then the last door happened to be like, I was overconfident. I was like, I'll just charge in here, I'll chuck a grenade, sorted. Nope.
She died in a, well, no, I wouldn't even say a blaze of glory. She just died.
She got torn apart.
She got ripped to shreds. So yeah, let us know what you think about the board game. We'll hopefully be playing some more on the channel in the future. We're definitely going to be using that crew in All Out War because they're cross compatible.
Yes.
Any final thoughts?
I like it.
Yeah,
I quite enjoyed it.
It's really good.
Really good. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, we'll be back again soon.
Bye guys. So guys, I do hope you enjoyed that video as much as we enjoyed making it. If you did and you want to see some more, check out these videos over here. And if you want to support the channel, it is greatly appreciated. We do have a Patreon. The link is in the description below. Anyway, I'm off to have a word with Tom about editing some more videos.